social media, I'm sure. If not, you're hearing it here. Robert Saleh, head coach for the Jets, officially fired. After a 20-36 record, Woody Johnson, the owner of the Jets, never fired a head coach during the course of a season. He made the decision to do so right here, right now. Sitting at this desk, we've all been a part of coaching fires. LaShawn McCoy saw Andy Reid get fired. I was with the Eagles, saw Chip Kelly get fired. Chase Daniel saw Matt Patricia get fired. James Jones saw Dennis Allen get fired. Again, 39 years of NFL experience, all players who have lived it, not just talking out of things that we have heard, imagined, or read. We've all lived it, so we're giving you the real. Shady, I think the Jets made the right decision. And not I know they made the right decision. And the reason I'm saying I know they made the right decision is I do not believe that Robert Saleh is a Super Bowl winning head coach. So you might suggest that Aaron Rodgers isn't a Super Bowl quarterback, fine. You might suggest the Jets don't have a Super Bowl run defense, fine. You might suggest the Jets don't have Super Bowl skill positions, fine. They might not have a Super Bowl offensive line, fine. But what I know for certain is they do not have a Super Bowl winning head coach. So if you don't have a Super Bowl winning head coach, then you have to make this decision. Aaron Rodgers will be 41 years of age in December. You cannot waste any more time. Say what you will about how Aaron Rodgers is playing right now. We know that Aaron Rodgers is a first-ballot Hall of Famer that has Hall of Fame talent. We do not know if Robert Saleh has Hall of Fame head coaching potential. And in our 3.5-year sample size, we know that he does not. So if I want to win a Super Bowl and I'm a part of the New York Jets franchise and I don't have a Super Bowl winning head coach, I have to do something. I think they made the right decision.
I think you're totally wrong, right? When I look at a head coach, what makes you special, right? He's going to say, hey, look, I'm a defensive guy, right? My defense is going to be locked in this and the third, et cetera, right? And we're going to go out there and get a good quarterback and some weapons to complement our defense, right? Mm-hmm. If you're an offensive coach, you're going to say the same thing, vice versa, correct? So he's done that. My defense is locked in. We're a top 5, top 7 defense, right? We're the best part of this team. And then, so how can we make a team better? Okay, we're going to go out there and get a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterback. Yep. That's what we're doing. We get him, and he's not producing. So you fire him, and we're one game from being in first place in our division. We played Monday against the Bills, which I think they might win that game if he was there. And then you fire me, you get another defensive guy. Tell me how that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Tell me. I mean, how does that make sense? Yeah. So my thing, if you're talking about competing for a Super Bowl, you have the right defense to do that. Can we all say that the last couple of weeks, we think the Jets defense is a Super Bowl contender defense?
Yeah.
Can we say that about the offense?
No. Of course not.
No.
So why are we firing the defensive guy that's running the show? And then we fire and then we replace him with another defensive guy. Tell me how that makes sense. And this is the last thing. And this is why I keep saying this. Even though I want to blame Aaron Rodgers because he's supposed to be the guy to make the difference, and he's not. Yeah. Right? He's really the issue right now. Mm-hmm. But this is why the Jets is not a good franchise. Because you do stuff like this. Yeah. This don't even make no sense.
Go ahead. I think it's hard to say. I think time will tell if the decision's right. Okay, let me just read you something that I was trying to figure out on break. So since 2021, Robert Saleh's first year in New York, the Jets defense is first in points, third in success rate. Excellent, okay? Also, since 2021, they have the worst scoring offense in all of football since Saleh took over. At the end of the day, you can say what you want about head coach, defense coordinator, or not. Robert Saleh did not fix the quarterback position. The quarterback position is the most important position in all of sports. You go out there, you have Zach Wilson for 33 games, you have Mike White for 7, you have Aaron Rodgers for 6, and Aaron Rodgers was supposed to come in and make this organization better. Mm-hmm. He hasn't. Ultimately, it was your decision and the owner's decision to sign Aaron Rodgers, and it has not paid dividends. But I want to read something that I got from a couple sources. Mm-hmm. Said Woody Johnson made the decision. He said the roster is really good, and they know it's good, and they have one chance to make this work. And a new voice is the way to go. So that tells me the culture and the fit, they weren't right. It's hard to, and I don't know if he's saying, this is from 2 different people, so I'm really trust these people. That tells me that there's a disconnect with the quarterback and the head coach, and the quarterback in this position has more power than the coach. But ultimately, it'll come down to he never fixed the quarterback position. And it's a locker room issue.
But he tried, though. See, this is my thing, though. We keep going back to it. Only negative I can say about Robert Saleh is that he didn't fix the quarterback situation, and he tried to do that. He tried. Because who the hell is going to win with Zach Wilson? And I'm not saying that source is not credible, because I think it is. You trust that guy and all that. All I'm saying is if there's putting a common sense to it. Like, if I'm a fire guy, who am I replacing him with?
Yeah.
Right? Because the issue was not the defense.
That's why I'm telling y'all, man, and I keep saying culture. So let's just go back a little bit, right? Because we all know now, looking at it, Zach Wilson was not a good pick. But they did draft him under Robert Saleh with the #2 overall pick. You did not develop him. I don't care how it is. You did not get
Him and the GM.
Him and the GM. Okay, yeah, I'm not putting it all blame on him.
GM.
Him and the GM did not develop him. He did not play well, and y'all let him go, right? Then you get on the private jet and you go get Aaron Rodgers, and everybody's saying he got a good quarterback.
Good move.
Great move. You get Aaron Rodgers. You got a championship defense, and it's the same results. They're 2-3. After 5 games, and they both scored 93 points. Last year with Zach Wilson, this year with Aaron Rodgers, right? So if both of these dudes is the same right now, we got the same record, right? Whether we want to or not, you got to look at head coach. And then you go to culture. I always praise Mike Tomlin. I do. Whether he's winning Super Bowls or not, I always praise him because I'm like, that is how you be a head coach. The message, this is my team, everything's internal. It ain't people wearing Mike White shirts and Zach Wilson still on the dang team. Just the culture fit. Players probably do still like Robert Saleh and all that. I'm not saying that he's disliked by the players. I'm just saying from a GM and an owner, me looking at this stuff, it doesn't look like good culture in New York. Is Aaron Rodgers playing weak right now? That's my dog. Yes, the offense is weak right now. They are not winning games. If they win these 2 games, he's still there. But still with that, if there's one thing that you could touch on with Robert Saleh since he's been the head coach for the New York Football Jets, it's culture. It's always something.
Let me ask you about the culture, though, real quick. All the Hall of Fame quarterbacks we want to talk about, the Steve Youngs, the Joe Montanas, the Tom Bradys, the Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, all these dudes, right? We always hear how they got good culture in the locker room, et cetera, and everything worked smoothly, correct?
No, that ain't always true. I ain't never heard that like that.
No? I've never heard a lot of bad rumors about these type of quarterbacks. I haven't. Have you?
I mean, we heard rumors about all them quarterbacks.
About Tom Brady?
Tom Brady, they say, got Bruce Arians fired. I wasn't there, but it's a bunch of rumors and all that go out there.
Well, I played with Tom Brady.
I understand that.
I played with Tom Brady. I don't know what these rumors he's talking about. I played with him, right? And I felt like he was one of the best lockers I've been around. Everybody got along, the coaches, the players. We might argue because we're competitive, but it's always been a good locker room, good teammates. If you ask players to talk about Tom Brady, they all gonna give you some positive feedback from him, okay? Can we say the same about Aaron Rodgers? Because I wanted some of his best receivers, right? Now, James is one of them. Now, he's always positive because he's stand-up dude. I get it. But some of his other really good receivers, Pro Bowl receivers, right, that he played with, don't say the same thing.
What does that got to do with this situation?
Because you keep talking about culture and you're blaming the coach. The real culture leader we need to talk about, the big influencer, right, is number 8 for the Jets. Because the same issues I seen in Green Bay when you and Matt LaFleur keep going at it about the plays, this and the third, culture issues.
Yeah.
Hold on. And then you go to the Jets.
But it was culture issues without Aaron.
I'm saying the same thing. So all I'm saying to you is, there's certain players, if Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady goes to the Jets, we're not going to talk about culture issues.
Here's my issue, though.
Aaron. It's been culture issues without Aaron.
Here's why I won't put it on Aaron, though, 2-5. And everything you're saying is right, but I do think we're missing a little bit of some things. Number one is, Saleh, you gave him too much power. You did. And the reason I got so frustrated this last segment is because Chase, you weren't here at the time. I would come on this show and beat my chest like, yo, look, you can't cancel OTAs. Acho, it's OTAs, bro. Shut up, bro. I don't even mean that. Oh, they did OTAs. And it wasn't about OTAs. It was about you cannot let go of your power as the head coach. If you diminish your authority, you have nothing else to stand on. That's why I was so mad last week. Y'all remember when Robert Saleh backtracked about cadence? I think we did the segment in the locker room. And y'all was like, Acho, I respect him backtracking. I said, you can't backtrack because you are losing your authority. You are submitting to the quarterback. And now we're seeing Robert Saleh didn't have authority. I'm not saying you wrong, 2-5. What I'm saying is Robert Saleh made you right. And that's Robert Saleh's fault.
So wait, so let's say you're the head coach, right? You're a smart dude. You're a head coach and all that, right? And Aaron not coming to OTAs or wherever he not coming to it. What you gonna do? I'm saying, what you gonna do?
He's coming to OTAs. And if not, then we're gonna treat him like we're treating everybody else.
And what's that mean?
We're not canceling them. You feel me?
I'm gonna say it again. Because
There's nothing he can do.
Of course.
So
we're not canceling him. We're not canceling.
Okay, but he didn't go because they had some practice. He just didn't go.
They didn't
But
cancel
they canceled the
this year.
minicamp. They canceled the 3 mandatory minicamp days.
No, that was last year they canceled the minicamp.
They did it again this year.
Okay, all right, hold on.
That's what I was telling
Let's stay on subject. Hold
The
on.
last day, not the minicamp.
Hold on. What happened when he left? When they were still practicing, he left. He didn't show up. So they had practice still, and he left. Remember, he went on this little.
Yeah.
Wherever he went.
He went to Egypt.
Egypt, cool. And they still practice though. They did do that. So I'm asking you, Coach. Emmanuel,
Can't do nothing.
Acho,
If Rodgers,
I'm asking you, if Aaron Rodgers, your player, your quarterback, that you put everything, all eggs in one basket for, Hall of Famer and all that stuff he's done, what you gonna do?
cover for him, which Robert Saleh didn't do. Remember how Robert Saleh went
So
to
you
the
gonna lie? You gonna lie?
You have to at that point in time.
So,
You see where I'm getting this?
Can I add?
My thing is like, it's only about 2 coaches in football, and Andy Reid and Belichick is gonna say, yo, you not coming.
Yeah, no.
You're not playing. Andy will do that. He will do that.
No,
but see,